guys, welcome to ՕKAMI Sigma Universe. And on today's segment, we're going to do our Health is the New Wealth segment. So today we're gonna do non-cook, okay? But it's going to be a healthy dish. Now, I know you guys are familiar with. Some of you might be familiar with Mexican dish called guacamole, and I want to do it right now because I want to show you how to make it. Well, some of you may know how to make it, so let's just make it together. Um, the reason why I'm making this dish is so that uh, you know guacamole is a very healthy dish. Some may use it as a side dish or an appetizer, but it's really good. So we're gonna use some avocados. Okay, it's already ripe. Yeah, it's already trying kind of denting, so it's time to use it. And I'm also gonna make what's that called? Sauerkraut. Okay, so sauerkraut is good for your internal gut. Okay, so I've already said that there are vegetables have healthy enzymes, probiotics that we all need in order for us to be healthy. Okay, and with the guacamole as well, um, it's good for our skin and a lot of health benefits. I'll try to later on. I'll try to make a list of the benefits as we go along. I'll just put it on the screen. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, here's a rundown of what we're going to need. Of course, we're going to need our avocados. Okay, for the guacamole. Okay, we're gonna need red onion, white onion. Okay, we got green bell pepper. Okay, and we have red bell pepper. We're gonna need tomato, lemon, and we got here some celery. Okay, we're gonna need that as well. What else? Some carrot, carrot, salt, and then pepper. This is just for the guacamole. Now for the sauerkraut, we're gonna use cabbage. Okay, red and white onion, tomato. Okay, salt and garlic. Okay, I forgot we're gonna use garlic as well for the guacamole. Okay, so pardon the noise. Somebody's doing metal work downstairs. Okay, we're not gonna use the banana over here. Okay. First, we're gonna have to make sure that our vegetables are clean. We're gonna use this mortar and pestle, and we're gonna need a glass container for the sauerkraut. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna chop all of these. Okay, so let's prepare for the guacamole. So let's first get us some garlic. Okay, we're gonna prepare the garlic. Okay, maybe I'm gonna push this. here. All right, I'd like to. Okay, I moved the camera for a better angle. So we're gonna use this dish. We're gonna place everything that we chopped over here. So I like to start with the aromatics first. Okay, so we'll just need 2 cloves of garlic. Okay. So the thing with no cook, it's really easy to make. So we're just going to combine the ingredients. Okay. As you can see, I'm not an expert, but I just love cooking. Okay, so okay, set aside here. Okay, so then we get to chop the white onion. So we're gonna slice it and then dice it. Okay, so we need it in small parts. Probably this is kind of, maybe you can use just 1/4. So this is half, but you can use just 1/4 of the onion because it's going to be too many, too much. But I know I'm left-handed, so it's kind of awkward to see me slice things. Okay. So while I'm getting my spiritual upgrades, so I'm busy taking care of home and, you know, making sure me and my daughter are healthy. Okay. I would suggest that you guys do research when it comes to your health because right now, um, I think there was I saw some thing with food. It's funny. Uh, they're debating about food right now because there's going to be some sort of food supply chain thing, and I think people are, reevaluating where they stand when it comes to meat and vegetables. So now, if you ask me, they're both valuable, and depending on the the place where you live, you know, what's available to you, what's available to you for consumption is just available for you to consume. If because we have to anticipate that resources might be difficult to acquire, especially during this time wherein wars and various conflicts are happening in different parts of the world. And because I'm chopping some onions, I'm about to cry. No, no, it's always a thing with onions. I already chopped off the root part, wherein the root part of the onion that makes you cry. I already removed that, but still, ugh, I'm quite teary eyed right now, and I'm having trouble seeing what I'm doing. Okay, uh, we're just gonna try to chop it as much as we can, but since we're gonna use the mortar and pestle, we're gonna we're gonna grind that as well, so it's okay. Just slice it in a manageable way wherein it will fit the container when we mash it up. Now, I have a compost here, so I'm gonna throw this over here. You know, aside from being healthy, also making sure that we're saving the environment. Okay, so I was gonna get the ingredient for this is cilantro, but right now, uh, for the quantity, okay, I was supposed to buy cilantro, but it's too big, and I'm just gonna you know make a guacamole for dinner. So I just bought this celery instead. Okay, so we're gonna so you can if you have cilantro, okay, that would be more. Smells really nice. More appropriate. Okay. Um, there's this very strong flavor. Kind of wakes you up. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this root. Okay, it's enough. It's all gonna come together, anyways. Okay. All right. Next, we'll. Okay. Just take out the seeds. Sometimes, it's good to plant. By the way, if you're, um, especially during these troubled times, it would be a good idea to start growing your food backyard. Uh, um, when I was growing up, I loved to listen to the old people, the old folks. Okay, so my grandparents, all of my lolos and lolas would gather around, and I would sit with them as they, reminisce the old times. And all of my grandparents lived during the World War II, so it was a great opportunity to learn from them. And what I learned is, some of them really did a lot to survive, to to make sure that they can have ample food. Okay. Some of them were in hiding. Some of my grandparents lived in the mountain as resistance, especially my grandfather. Okay, that's why I'm so proud of my grandfather, because I also saw him in action. And there was a well, the neighborhood that I grew up in is kind of tough. Uh, okay, so I'm just gonna use part of that, then some of it will. Okay, so the neighborhood that I grew up with is kind of tough. So there's always some domestic violence happening, and I saw even if my grandfather was a war veteran. He suffered from a stroke, and he when there's a family dispute, me and my grandfather have two. We have the same role in the family. We're the peacekeepers. So you know whenever family members in my family are trying to kill each other, we step in the middle and try to disarm and uh, try to keep the peace. So uh, one time I was still just a boy, and there was a commotion between, I think, my uncle's wife and my other grandmother, wherein my uncle's wife was uh, you know gonna stab my other grandmother with a knife, and my grandfather jumped into action, like it was automatic. I saw it like right in front of me. uh, when uh, when this aunt of mine tried to jump my other grandmother, which was the sister of my grandmother, and my grandfather just, like, he dropped his cane and just went automatic and disarmed my aunt. And then it was very quick. Maybe it was adrenaline rush for him, but I saw him do it very quickly, and it was like, I was like, wow. And then later on in my life, lo and behold, I didn't know that I was going to be a a peacemaker between my mother and my aunt, which her sister. So they were in a one time, I remember they were in a kitchen, and there was a fight broke out, and my I remember my they pulled a kitchen knife. Then my Lola and my grandmother and I tried to stop them from killing each other. You know, it's not a it's not a very nice neighborhood, but that's where I grew up. You know, So if you're from the states, you probably say that it's kind of the type of ghetto kind of neighborhood. Okay, so we're gonna use two of these. I'm gonna have to wash this first. Two tomatoes. So really, when those things happened, you know, I learned a lot. But when I saw my grandfather do the disarming, the way they do it in the military, man, I was so surprised. Okay, so let's dice these carrots. Okay, so yeah, so the uh, the old folks, my grandparents, loved to talk about the war uh, when I was young. So some of them gave me tips on how to survive, you know, how to hide, where they hid during the war, how they survived, armed conflicts mm, during that time, and some of the stuff that you know you'd never think of, since a lot of you guys are never experienced war. So during war times, food, money, they become very, very scarce. So one thing to watch out during war times are, like, the bank holidays where banks close up, especially when during this time where we're in a transition where our currencies are gonna go in a drastic change. I used to work for the bank, uh, so I know a lot of the banks in the Philippines are dependent on the dollar. I don't know what's gonna, depending on what happens in the world scene. If we're, you know, um, so far the dollar has been weakening. Okay. Okay. Don't worry about it. We're gonna mash it up. You see, look at this plate. It's now very, very colorful. When you're thinking about healthy food, color is everything. The more colors, the more nutrients, the more vitamins and minerals that you'll get. So I'm chopping. I just finished chopping the carrots. Just chop bell peppers to strips, and then we'll kind of dice them as small as we can. Now, there's also an option to make this spicy, but you can use jalapenos. Okay, it's up to you, depending on your taste buds. It's just gonna get rid of these. Normally, I'd save them, the seeds, but all my pots are all occupied right now. I have a I have a seed bed for uh, red bell pepper, but still growing. Okay, all right. So let's just try to converse while I'm doing this. So let me know in the comments if you guys have if you guys have war veterans for grandparents, stuff like that. Okay, and what's your story? What story do they give you? You know, my grandfather, um, he during World War II, he's very good at hiding, and then what do you call that? Ambush. That's why I fell in love with the strategy because of the stories that my grandfather was telling me while I was growing up, and he's very effective. He had, but not without casualty. He's got a lot of bullet wounds and a lot of cuts and stab wounds. So he's highly highly experienced. He used to do ambush for he used to ambush the Japanese. You know, uh, he'd probably turn in his grave if he knew that I'm a Japanese samurai. uh, I trained with Japanese, studied the samurai kenjutsu. Okay. So right now we're trading the katana for kitchen knife. Okay. Right. Not very not very classy when it comes to the slicing, but we just need. Okay. Okay. And the thing with cooking, it's very relaxing. You know, if you have a lot of problems, just try to cook a meal, and it takes your mind off of your problems. Okay. Right. Okay, we're not gonna take the seeds. Very quiet afternoon, I would say. Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna clean this up. Okay, now it's time for the avocados. So I hope this is still good. Okay, this one is really, really soft now. Ooh, really, really ripe. Okay, I think I'm gonna plant this. I'm gonna save this. And whew, okay, it's really ready to come off the seed part. Okay. Ooh, that thing really came off. Okay, we're gonna take out this. Well, not much of the avocado left. Okay, I'm gonna save the seed. I think we'll need a spoon. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my okay compost. Okay, so here we're gonna need a spoon. Okay, let's put it right here so you can see. So easy. I think I have too much. Well, not to worry. This one's like overripe. Yeah, it's okay. Overripe avocados. Okay, so cooking this guacamole is more prep. Okay, we're gonna set this here. Okay. Mm, so it's very soft. So we're not gonna chop it anymore with a knife, but we are going to need a lemon. Okay, so we're gonna need a lemon. So let's just slice a lemon here. Some of them would use. You just need the citrus flavor, but some would use lime. So what's available right now here is lemon. So we're gonna use lemon. So clean this up. Okay. So first thing, I'm gonna toss some of the avocado here and mash it up. Really soft. kind of fun, you know. This is so effortless. Okay, so I'm going to use the same container. Just going to scrape it over here. Okay, make sure you have clean hands. So the thing with mortar and pestle, it's great for cooking stuff and also preparing magical ingredients. I use the same for two different functions. Early this morning, I prepared the magical ingredients for manifestation. Okay, I think we're good. Just scrape it all up. Out. Okay, next we're going to mash the ingredients. Okay, that avocado is really sticky. Okay, so we'll do the garlic and then the onion. Man, I should. Some celery. Tomatoes. We'll do it in batches. Then red onion. Then some carrots. Okay, our mortar here, mortar and pestle here is too small to accommodate all of that. But you can use a food processor or a blender if you want. But here in our primitive country, okay, okay, some bell peppers. Okay, so the important thing here is, try this. Try. You'll know you're done when you smell the ingredients like they have this aroma. Okay, all right. We're gonna need the. Okay, so it all out. Okay, good. Okay, just okay. Next batch. Oops. Don't want that to go to waste. So when the juices come out, you can smell the flavors. Oof. This is a messy job. See? Okay. All right. You can try to mix it. Try to mix it already. Okay. Got some more here. I think we're gonna do this last batch and then we're done. So the okay. Smells really good. Trying to move the camera closer so you can see. Alrighty. That was fun. Okay. So just try to grind it just enough so that the flavors can really mix. Then for here, okay, it's not really how should I say this? It's not really totally mash, but the juices and the flavor. Okay. Okay. So what do we do next? We are going to try and mix it up. So at this point, the avocados are not very hard, so you can just use a spoon to mash it up. I love the color. Okay, now we need some. Okay, it's time to season it. Okay, I'm gonna put some ground pepper. Okay, put as much as you want. And then some salt. Again, put as much as you want. Okay, finally. Okay, we're gonna squeeze in. We're gonna squeeze in our lemon. Ooh. Okay, I think one lemon is enough for this dish. Okay, we're gonna move that aside. Okay, and then mix it. Smells really good. I'm getting hungry. Okay, I was too generous with the lemon. Okay, but it will help the flavor. All right. Okay. So I think we're done. We're done. We're gonna. Okay. Done with that. Okay. We're gonna clean up. Okay, and then we're gonna transfer it to our bowl here. Wonderful. You see that? All right. Wonderful. All right. I'm pretty sure it tastes good. There you go. So let's give it a taste. Get some. Okay. Let's try it. Mmm. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. Oh. Okay. So we got this done. That's our guacamole. Guacamole ôKAMI Sigma Universe style. Let's take a picture. There you go. Guacamole. Holy guacamole. Okay. So we're done with that. Very delicious, very tasty. Lots of health benefits. Good for your skin, good for your digestion. What else? Um, avocado's got a lot of antioxidants, you know. Okay, plus the we got vitamin A, B, C, D, and the Z. Anyway, so try this at home. It's healthy, it's beneficial, and I'm sure you'll love the taste. Okay, all right. So we'll do our for our next video. We'll do our sauerkraut. Okay,